Okay, lightning in the building. Lee McGregor is here. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm good, man. All good. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm well grounded, so your lightning won't affect me, I'm afraid. But your lightning may affect Nathaniel Collins on May 24th, huh?
Yeah, no, it's a great fight. It's a fight I feel like has been brewing for a long time. I get on nothing but respect for Nathaniel and his team, but a massive show coming to Scotland is only one fight that's going to be mentioned in the featherweight division. So, yeah, I feel like this has been a long time coming.
It's a proper big fight for Scotland, this, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, Nathaniel's been doing his thing. He's been flying. But highly ranked with the WBC. I've then stepped up to the weight on the WBC international title. Yeah, it's massive. It's one of the biggest fights. You take away Josh from the occasion, it's like me and Nathaniel are the two names that get mentioned to be the next sort of flag bearer for Scotland. So I feel like it's a great fight, and the winner of this fight will like we say, probably win. Josh has done what he's done. I feel like the winner of this fight will be the one to keep flying the flag.
And you seem like you've done loads of rounds of sparring and that. I feel like you're friends. Are you friends?
Yeah, no, of course we get on. Yeah, there's no bad blood in this fight. He's helped me out lots of times sparring. I've helped him out lots of times sparring. It's just business, I feel like Nathaniel's the same type of guy as I am. He fights and he wants to provide for his family. He wants to take on the biggest and best challenges, the same as me. This fight got mentioned to me. The first thing I said was 100%. It's there was many discussions to be made about who we were going to fight up here, but when it was going to be in Scotland and you get told that Nathaniel Collins is a potential fight, that's what. So I'm going to bite your hand off for that opportunity. It's like I said, ranked high with the WBC. I feel like me winning that international title, beating Nathaniel, I'm going to be coming in at number 2 or number 1 with the WBC and just waiting on my world title shot. So it's a no-brainer for me.
Friendly, but I feel like it'll be the same with him. As soon as that first bell rings, that it'll just be all business. Nothing's going to stop you, kind of thing.
No, of course, like, been in this game long enough now to know that, and he'll be the same. The respect goes completely out the window when we get in that ring. It's going to be a great fight, but I'm going in there, and he's fighting for his family, he's fighting for his life. It's the exact same goes. He'll leave it all in that ring, and I think everybody knows what they're getting with me. That's something I certainly do.
Why do you win?
I feel like I'm just that bit better in every department. He might think the same, but that's the exciting thing is we find out on May 24th. It's another step. I feel like the right step at the right time. Isaac was a great first fight for me to announce myself at the new weight. I think this is a little bit a step further. Confident to get this job done, and then I want to be involved in some big fights. Even though this is a big fight, but we'll get involved with the big names.
Your win over Isaac Lowe on a huge show, part of Riyadh season. I watched a video on your Instagram. I think you had some BTS behind the scenes stuff going on, and that looked like a really emotional moment for you. Why did that one mean so much?
Well, just everything I'd been through, like I was questioning whether I could carry on boxing, achieving so much early on in my career, like everybody knows, winning British Commonwealth European titles, then going inactive for a long time. Like I was explaining to you off camera there, I was going down to London, training in the best facilities with some of the best fighters and trainers in the world, and everything was amazing. And then got to the stage where I was not fighting, so I was struggling to then be able to pay for the digs down in London, keep going down there away from the family with no end hope or goal in sight. So we made the decision to come back home, and feel like got that, like I said, new lease of life back in me, back home around my own people. Got my love back for the sport, got my happiness back, and it always gets said that Happy Fighter is a dangerous one, but I feel like my last performance showed that, and I'm only going to get better and bigger. It was a long time from me competing at that level. A big jump, you know. The last time I boxed at that level was probably 2023, and I was nowhere near the best version of myself in that fight. So it's took a long rebuild, but we're back, and I feel like back to where I belong.
It feels like you've had, for 28 years old, you've had some life
Yeah.
to this, but like you've
Yeah.
had enough, you've been through enough experiences that would last people a lifetime kind of thing. You've had it all in your 28 years. Is that fair?
Yes, it's absolutely mental. I've been speaking about it recently to people, and I sometimes shock myself, and it actually still makes me, it still wows me when I go back and think about it all and explain it all. But just absolutely crazy and mad, and like the years have flown by, but in this short career that I've had, I've experienced in crazy amounts of life-changing experiences, and in this moment in time I feel like I'm in a good place.
Feels like even as an amateur, because I was watching some of your stuff, like things have happened to you in your life where you could have made a decision to leave boxing, let me just go and get pissed somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, I had every excuse for that, you know. But then you can flip that on the other side and use it as the motivation and keep you away from all that, and someone to focus on. And like, obviously we know the struggles I've been through in my life, but what's gotten me through them struggles is boxing. You know, like I've said before, you know, winning the British title in 2017 as an amateur, I lost my mum the same day as I won that British title in May 2017, and then June 2017 I'm in the European Championships boxing for Scotland, still trying to keep fighting on, and I suppose at that time now, do my mum proud, you know. Something, again, like I said, I could have easily went the complete different route. I never. June 2017 I competed in the European Championships. Then you fast forward, I think it was August, something like that, same year, World Elite Championships, best fighters in the world were there. I like Andy Cruz, oh, there was so many, Alexander Kizniak, some of the top names that I can remember. There was so much more. And then the back end of that year, November 2017, I made my pro debut in Edinburgh, my hometown, on a Josh Taylor undercard. It's just crazy. And then career's just been mad, absolutely mad. And like I said, one day I'll look back and I'll sit back and I'll say, look, I've done everything I achieved and done everything I dreamed of, and achieved everything that I wanted to, and I'm not far away. I'm not far away from it. I just need that world title.
Proud of yourself?
Yeah, no, I am. But now I'm at that stage now where I'm not that young boy and wanting to. Yeah, of course, I had a childhood dream, you know, become British, Commonwealth, European, World Champions. You do all that and you dream about all that stuff as a kid. But I feel like I've matured a lot now. You know, I'm a man, I'm a dad, and everything I do now is to better my daughter's life. Of course, myself and my family's as well, but my main focus is my wee girl.
So talk to me about this featherweight division then. This is where you are now. This is where you hold a WBC international belt. I think there's going to be more prizes at stake for a fight like this as well. It's a great division, right, Lee?
Oh, especially in the UK, it's booming. Got Nick Ball in a couple of weeks. He's leading the pack. Again, lots of respect for Nick. Another guy I've shared loads of rounds with. Nathaniel Collins, myself. It's a really stacked division.
You keeping an eye on what Nick Ball's up to?
Oh yeah, no, of course you'd be mad not to. Do you know what I mean? It's he's got a world title, and that's what I want. So of course, but again, like Nathaniel, it's just total respect. There's no bad blood there. I don't dislike these people. Like, it's just they've got what I want, and like I've always been in my full career, even in my amateur career, you know, I've been wanting to take on the biggest challenges, and I believe in myself, you know. So if these are the kind of fights that you're going to prove yourself, and like I say, the ones that change your life. So yeah, I've got my eye on him, but the main focus just now, obviously, of course, is Nathaniel Collins. But I just want to keep pushing on. I've never ever turned any fight down. Any fight that's been presented to me, maybe even when I probably should have said no, with the circumstances and the lead up to certain fights, no problem, you know, and that's been my mindset for my whole career and life. Just fearless. Yes, it probably has been a downfall for me at times as well, but at least when I'm done in my career, I can look back and I can say, look, I ducked nobody. I took on any challenge presented to me, and I fought the best, and I fought anyone. So that's one thing I will be remembered for.
I think so as well. Tell me this: what do you prefer, the a build-up like an Isaac Lowe build-up, where he's calling you a multitude of names, some of which I didn't understand what he actually meant by them, but they sounded good, or a build-up like, which I assume is going to happen with Nathaniel Collins, quite friendly?
Again, it's all irrelevant. If I'm being completely honest, it's at the end of the day, we're going to get in the ring and fight. It was the same with Isaac, you know, he actually done me a little bit of favour. He got me some more support. A lot of people wanted to actually see me beat him for all the stuff he was saying, but my energy in the lead up to this fight is going to be the exact same. You know, we leave everything in the gym, so why would you waste energy shouting and screaming and trying to make unnecessary dramas when I feel like the fight sells itself. It doesn't need to be any badness or bad blood. He believes he's the best. I believe I'm the best. We find out on May 24th.
But fighters do get drawn in; they will spend energy on it. But you don't. And is that because of you're just so you've been through enough that nothing Isaac Lowe says is going to have any impact on you?
Yeah, it's experience. Like
Yeah.
I've said before as well. I've done that. I've wasted energy and I've been so riled up and wanting to take opponents' heads off, and it's actually done me less a favour going into the fight. You know, I've not been able to show a true reflection of how good I am in that occasion because I was too emotionally involved. So it's experience that it comes, and the more relaxed and composed and focused on the job that I'm going to do, the better I will be. So I feel like that is going to be the case in the lead up to this fight. No matter what Nathaniel would have to say or I had to say, it makes no difference. You know, he's gonna have a lot of support. I'm gonna have a lot of support. It's an Edinburgh v Glasgow. It's a fight that the whole of Scotland, the UK are going to be tuning in and watching. And you know, we have to prove who's the best. And I know this fight will have so many split opinions. A lot of people will fancy Nathaniel on this fight, and a lot of people will fancy me. So we find out in May. That's why I love this game.
But you win just because you're better across every department, in your view?
I think so, yeah. I think I'm just we've shared many rounds, and I know it's different, you know, sparring and everything like that it's not the same as the real thing on fight night. But I think I'll have the edge when it comes to the fight. And yeah, like I say, I've done many rounds sparring. We've fought as amateurs. Again, it doesn't mean anything, but I feel like the advantages are with me, but we'll see. We'll find out.
How many times did you fight as amateurs?
Just once.
Who won?
Like, who do you think?
You brought it up, so I
Yeah,
assume it's probably you.
Yeah, no, that's right. But again, irrelevant. It's it means nothing going into this fight. But I know what I can do. I know how good I am, and I believe I will be victorious.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Nice to speak to you.